Look at my new bed sheets. I cut my bed. I used to have my bed on the ground. It was kind of nice. It was kind of nice because I like being closer to the ground. It makes me feel more grounded. But it was really uncomfortable because all the dust kept building up against my mattress. And the bed was always being pushed to one side because it was the bed was always sliding on the floor around the bedroom, and that wasn't really comfortable. So I cut my bed frame and I just love it. I'm like really obsessed. I love my bedroom now. It feels so comfortable, and I changed the bed sheets to these white ones with this nice throw. I just feel like it looks so aesthetic. It's really my vibe. Sorry for having my bare dogs like this. I really think I feel uncomfortable. Today, it's already... Oh, my phone is there. 6:40, but in my time it isn't because... So here's the thing. I decided that I'm gonna adopt the Greenland time zone because I go to sleep at 3 a.m. and I wake up at like 11, sometimes 12, which is not so good. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I wasted all my day. And then what do? Do I have lunch right away as I wake up? No, I don't want to eat a whole burger after I wake up. So I decided to adopt Greenland's time zone because that way it's 3 hours before, which means instead of waking up at 11, I'll wake up at 11, 10. I wake up at 8 a.m. and I go to sleep at midnight. And that just makes the entire difference. It just really motivates me because then I wake up, I look at my phone, Greenland, it's 8 a.m. Yeah, I'm ready for the day. Like, I am ready. I'm actually really hungry. I might go, work a bit more and go get some food. Empire State, but I still love you. I can see through all your lies. On my way to the supermarket to get donuts. I want a chocolate donut, a sugar donut, and a filled chocolate donut. I want all of it. Also, I want something savory. So maybe not. This table is nice. I like this scenery. Sometimes I feel like the world is kind of like a game, and you can just do anything you want. There's this random table and I decided to just sit on it. I don't know. Then I actually don't give a fuck, even though I'm quite alert right now to see if there's people coming, but who cares? They're just NPCs. Actually, this is not a good way to think. I kind of hate that because then it's almost like nothing matters in the end. But really, does it? Look at this glow. Little. I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed at Lidl. Here I am next to the toilets. I'm not sure if these open actually. Let me try. No, they're closed, so I'm good. This is quite a nice spot. It's pretty chill. I have the view of the sunset. That little fucker is so cute. I miss camper van life so much. I used to do it with my parents. I think we've done it 3 times. One of them or 2 of them with my dog, which was so cool because having a little dog on a moving house is just adorable. I'm gonna try these. Did you see there was nothing? There was literally nothing on the shelves. So this one is a cinnamon roll. I had a bite of it. It kind of tastes like cleaning product. Don't know if that's a good thing. It's not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not really good. I wouldn't eat this if I didn't pay. No, actually I would. It's just not very good. This one is amazing as always. It was the last one. Chocolate croissant. No, not croissant. Croissant au chocolat. And it's really good. I think it has nuts. Lidl never fails on the pastry. It's the best supermarket to get pastries at. They kind of are pressing things up, but still so good. Always on point. Except the cinnamon rolls. Just don't get those. I want to talk about the perks of living in a small town. Perks and cons. Perks and cons. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. What are perks? Are perks good or perks bad? There is a lot of things I want to talk about. Let's start with the pros, I feel like. What's good about living in a small town like this? First of all, it's cute. It's a cute town. It's historical. That's why it's kind of a small town. It's a historic village. Not everything here is historic, but there are parts of the town that you can tell that is very old. The houses are old. There's a huge church. It's actually right there. Castle church. There is old churches. There is paved streets with old stones. And it's overall just a kind of a vibe, you know? So that's a big pro for me, because when I'm surrounded by beautiful things, that always makes me feel better. Another pro of living in a small town, it is that everything is next to each other. As you saw, I literally went from my house, which is on the other side of the town, to the supermarket, which is on the other extreme side. It was like 10 minutes, maybe less. It was 10 minutes because I was stopping and like sitting in tables, as you saw. If I need something, I just go downstairs, I get it, and I go back home. Another thing is that like it's safe. I've lived in cities. I say lived, but I've been there, like for example in Barcelona, I've lived there 1 month, but I was actually living in a place where people lived. I wasn't doing tourism. So I felt like I lived there. Even though I'm not someone that's usually like scared of going out, or it's always in the back of my mind when I walk alone at night in a city that I'm gonna get robbed or that I have to be careful where I'm going. Here I don't have that. Maybe it's because it's my hometown and because I know like this place really, really well. Pretty much everywhere you're good to do whatever you want, because probably there won't be anyone there. If someone bad happens to decide to go to that spot to do bad things to you, you're fucked because there's no one around. Another thing that I think is really good but also can be really bad, actually, pretty much everyone knows each other. I see a lot of the same people every day, and it's very common. Even if you didn't interact with them ever, you know they live here because you've seen them at the supermarket or like just going around. That's a good thing because it feels very homey. It feels very like cozy. In a big city, every time I see someone that I saw that day in a different place, I get extremely like confused. Yeah, but here it's very common. That's why I say it's also a bad thing, because everyone knows each other, which means everyone knows what you do. It's not that I care particularly. I got over it now. For example, filming these videos, if I see someone passing by, I kind of get a little awkward because I know that that person is looking at me. That person knows people that I know. They might just make fun of me basically, and then it's like everyone knows that I'm doing this. For example, some of my TikToks got more views, some of them got into people's For You page here. Everyone ended up knowing about my TikTok and my cringy ass TikTok things. So that gets me into the cons of living in a small town. It kind of sometimes gets really boring, and what I say by boring is that there's nothing new to do. There's nothing exciting because you've done everything. There was a time where I was younger, I started to explore. Yeah, that's actually not a pro. We here go out and be on our own, exploring and like being with our friends out a lot sooner than people in cities. Like I think I was going around with my friends when I was like 11, and I know people in cities, they always have their parents saying, where are you going, like what are you doing, who are you with? For me, it wasn't really like that. We just went around and our parents didn't really care about that. They just knew that we were safe because it's not dangerous. What was I talking about? Yeah, I do feel like sometimes it's boring because there's nothing new to do. And even though I have the beach and I have all these things like cute sceneries and stuff, there isn't much to do. Something else that I think is a con is that if you want to work, if you want like work in a very specific area, like for example, I want to work in design, I cannot have a job here unless it's online. The opportunity to work is very limited, and what it is out there is jobs that like regular jobs like stores and shit like that, and there's not many of them. If I want to get like a more specific kind of job, I would have to go out to the city, maybe commute like 1 hour, or maybe just go live there. Yeah, I guess that's what I have to say. I just didn't eat anything and now I want to eat. I think I'm going out tonight, by the way. Will I? My friends invited me to go out tonight at the beach. Do I want to go? Do I not want to go? I really don't know. I'm gonna eat this first because it's the worst one. Tastes like cleaning products. Tastes like shit.